Hey bros, this is gonna be another update diary about the Leap Slam Cast on Melee Kill Ice Nova character. I've made a lot of changes. Last time I recorded the video, I will. Okay. The character was level 65. We were in Fellshrine, and it was working pretty good, but I had my doubts about maps. And we got to maps, we got to level 75, so I was able to equip the Dorianis, which actually didn't make that big of a difference to my surprise. I thought it's gonna make a much bigger difference. And yeah, we run some maps, and so far the build's looking great. I even run in a two-man combo, and it was still fine, like I was actually carrying. So that's pretty cool. Although, keep in mind, the character is extremely geared. At least when it comes to the sixling. The Dorianis didn't make that big of a difference, however, it does help with the reflect, as opposite to this, where, yeah, you know, but just purely damage-wise, to my surprise, I didn't feel much of a difference. I thought that the damage on the Ice Nova was gonna change much, and blah blah blah. No, I was actually one-shotting anything anyway, so it was like, you know, whatever. I've changed the gem setup. Right now we're using Leap Slam, added cold damage, cast a melee kill, increased AOE, COMK effect, and just one Ice Nova. Basically, I needed more scaling on both Leap Slam and Ice Nova, so I chose to do this, the increased AoE. I tried to get rid of it, but sadly it's necessary with the COMK effect. It just increases your clear speed way too much. And yeah, I've also made it so that the double strike and the Volt double strike are on two separate sockets. We got Aziri's Promise, which is amazing with this build. It really boosts up the damage real nice and makes it so that we, for some reason, take no damage from Reflect. I don't exactly know what's happening with this. I mean, I understand how the flask works, but I take no damage from Reflect. And in general, the character, I thought that I'm just gonna get murdered in maps. That's a good statement because somebody posted this on Reddit, and I thought that I'm gonna get murdered in maps in a way that, you know, this character basically has no defense. Obviously, against Reflect, we're gonna be getting Vault back later, stuff like that. But when you think about it, you know, no armor, no evasion, nothing. Later on, I might spec into acrobatics. I might go for evasion. There are ways to get grace into this build, so evasion will be pretty great because you just don't get hit. So yeah, maybe ways like that. But for now, I thought that I'm gonna have big issues, but really not. You just Leap Slam jumping in and everything gets one shot. So yeah. Okay, maybe let's go into a map already. Let's start with this. It's a typical 35 magic, you know, 80 cold map. So we keep it a little bit challenging. The reason why I switched out of two Ice Novas as well was that because it was getting extremely laggy. It's no longer the case with this, although it still lags every now and then. Yeah, I just gotta make sure I have my macros on. I just turned on my computer, and I think that's about it. Let's go jump into some mobs. Aura's running, and yeah, pretty much no change to this. It's still working out great. I have another 69 map. I just want to show on a 66. This character, keep in mind, is 76, so not that high level, right, compared to the maps that we're doing. And yeah, one thing that I really want to address was that because this was posted on Reddit, I saw that people voiced their concern about the fact that Ice Nova is just unnecessary. You would be better off with just a Leap Slam combo, and it feels like scaling Leap Slam would be just superior. And I highly disagree with that. There's a reason why Leap Slam builds aren't really the fastest builds in the game. And essentially my point was that, well, Leap Slam does not hit everything on the entire screen as this does. It's a little bit of a reflect. Let's just kill everything altogether. Oh, there's a soul leader. Okay. So yeah, I'll make a short display of how exactly this works. As you saw, like those mobs got hit even though I leaped in the middle. Ice Nova does surprising amounts of damage, like very surprising amounts of damage. And if we were to take this out, for instance, obviously you can replace this with another gem. But I mean, we're one-shotting anyway, right? So the only way to do this would be maybe to equip a weapon elemental and drop the COMK effect. But it would still not be that great. Like for packs like these, it's pretty great. But let's find something that is not so clumped up, like this, for instance, right? Already 2 jumps, and then Ice Nova would have killed this, but it doesn't work. Same with here. We killed some mobs, and the rest is still alive. We have to leap slam a lot more. It greatly reduces your clear speed. Here, we leaped, these 2 mobs died. All of these are alive. We leap, these mobs are still alive. So this already left us. Same here. Killed 2 mobs. This guy's still alive. This leaves us with... Same here. Killed some mobs. All of this is still alive. We have to leap slam at least once more. I'm taking some time, so the Herald of Thunder is dropping down. But essentially, this results in a thing where you have to leap 2 or 3 times, which essentially reduces your clear speed by 2 or 3 times, right? Same here. This mob survived. I have to leap again. This is time wasted, you know, and if you really want that really efficient, really good clear speed, you honestly want to clear the entire screen at once. Like here. See? All of those mobs died. Same here. All of the surrounding mobs like those and those, all of them are dying. You don't have to leap there anymore. Same situation here. Sorry about the cat screams if you can hear them. But yeah, like stuff like birds, for instance. See? Huge. It's huge. Not chasing around birds is humongous. This is why Proliv builds were so strong. Not only would they hit a crazy amount of mobs, but they would also stay on the ground. This is kind of the same idea, except, well, they don't stay on the ground. They just one-shot everything. So it's very, very, very important, and it does disgusting amounts of damage. I thought that like using just a single Ice Nova is simply not going to be enough, but it is. It definitely is. I'm taking this map clear kind of slow. On the shore map, I'll speed up to show you guys how actually crazy this can get. Same thing here. These birds, real problem. They're running around. You know, you kill 2 of them, all the rest is dead. This guy and this guy. Birds are kind of annoying, but I would say this is the build where they're least annoying. Maybe like Arc builds. Oh, I missed these. And again, like you saw there, I killed so many mobs that the rare mob was very, very low on life, and I was able to just finish him off. That's very, very important. I mean, it's if you were to leap slam or just, you know, double strike, it's time wasted, unnecessary time wasted. Same here. See, that guy's. We took 3 leaps to kill it, to kill those mobs, and then that guy was left with 1 leap. So we saved up a leap, essentially. And however, like, that's exactly the problem with melee at the moment. It doesn't matter how much damage you do, as long as your AOE is small, and that's the problem with. Oh wow, this guy. And that's the problem with. Forgot that this is an Attic Cold map. With AOE skills, it doesn't matter how much damage you do. It doesn't matter how much damage you've got on a leap slam. Even if you one-shot everything, the AOE is small enough so that you're still gonna run into clear speed issues. And that's really not what you want when you're power leveling. Okay, it seems that we're done. Maybe they're here. Nope. All right, let's go into the other map. Let's bump it up. This is 69 map. Sure. Also typical map. I mean, not so typical. Desecrate, monster speed. Again, keep in mind that was added cold damage, and other than the boss, we really did not take any damage ever, right? We don't drop below our ES. The only thing that we took some damage was the reflect back. A big one too, and we were still completely fine. Arc on his box, completely one shot. See, those mobs died. Boom, boom. It's just so great. Oh, and we've got crabs. Crabs are kind of problematic. Again, for something that would have a much smaller AoE like Leap Slam alone, those mobs would be extremely annoying. Extremely. Sure, Herald of Thunder helps with the clears, but it's only so much it can do, right? It's only so much it can do. It's honestly mostly the Ice Nova that's clearing this. Especially now with the added cold and the Herald of Ice. It just does so much. Same here. See? Leap into the middle. This mob, this mob. We don't have to attack them, and this is worst case too. We leaped into the middle. One mob is here, one mob is here. We took 2 jumps to kill these mobs. What did we do? 1, 2. 1, 2. And then we can move forward as opposite to doing 1, 2 and then running away. Right? Very big stuff. Hopefully melee skills in general will get revisited, like GGG has stated, and there's gonna be some fixes to power leveling, but the skill design by itself is, you know, it's its biggest flaw. Again, it can get pretty laggy. With double Ice Nova, it was extremely laggy. My screen would just freeze completely. Sure, this has to do with the fact that I'm also streaming, but well, I'm not streaming right now, but I would typically stream when running maps on this character, which was a pretty big deal. But still, I don't think any computer can take it. A friend of mine who has a pretty good computer, we were running maps together, and he was not doing so well. But again, it's mainly one shots, right? Like you jump into a pack, you move. Like here, you jump into a pack. These are craps, so they take a little bit longer. Jump into a pack, everything is dead. Right? Huge amounts of AOE. Not a very good clear from me, but whatever. Yeah, I think that's about it. I'm not really using my potions too smart right now. Using the Aziri's Promise is extremely important. I've been kind of lazy with it. Ooh, big ass golem. We leave our guy there and he just wrecks, right? I don't know. It's smarter to replace the Vol double strike, but I just like it so much. I don't know how much deeps I have right now. 15k on my regular double strike. It's pretty huge. Same thing here. These mobs approach, they die. It's very important. The amount of damage that you do in PoE really does not matter if you have very tiny AoE. And I know I'm stressing this throughout this whole video a lot, but I feel like it's very crucial. It's very important for people to understand that if you want to level fast, if you want an efficient character, you're gonna need that AoE. So having, you know, 120k double strike or whatever is not really gonna do much against a character that has 2k DPS and, you know, can one-shot the screen with Proliff. So I think that's about it. We've talked about all the changes. I'll be playing this character actually in the next league, probably a way more budget version. And keep in mind, I still didn't replace my jewelry, so my jewelry is really garbage. I still don't have WED on my belt, so that's really garbage. There's tons and tons of ways to improve this character. So nothing is final. I only had 2 days to play it because the 1 week race is starting, and I just, you know, I figured I'm gonna have some fun before. And yeah, like I said, I'll probably make a Aziri farmer, and then I'll play this character because it's really freaking fun. And honestly, if you go crit, like I said, is the initial idea. You just need gear for it. You don't pick up Resolute Technique, and you change the pathing a little bit. If you go crit, I feel like it can do really well, even in like 2-3 man groups. I haven't tested Culling Strike yet. If Culling Strike works, if it's like a separate effect, or if you do it on a melee skill, it counts as this skill, so it's cast on melee kill. I haven't tested that, but even without Culling Strike, I feel like it's gonna work somewhat well. But yeah, that's pretty much it from me. Sorry about this yet another crappy video, right? But I just woke up and I'm not very good at making videos, so I try my best. Hopefully some of you guys appreciate this content out there and are interested in the build, and maybe we could discuss it a little bit more. If you have any concerns, just write them down in the comments or wherever you want, or come on the stream and ask. Maybe I can help you out. I'm still learning with this build as well, so maybe we can help each other out. Who knows, right? Sharing builds. Alright, thanks a lot again for tuning in, and hope to see you guys on the live stream or in the comment section. Bye bye!